want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What? We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as golems. I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the Army could devise. Are you ready to show them what you've got? Excellent.
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
Longsword. Toad demon form. Sword. Focus. You'll never win here.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you. While you were fighting, Soldier asked to talk with you privately in the creature cages before your next fight. I know for a fact that he had Pretty Lily with him. Soldier may have few morals and fewer qualms, but I doubt he would start a fight where she could be in danger. You may as well go down to the pens now. Soldier won't fight until you do. That was one thing he was most insistent upon.
Wuwir aki thitahirir koni afafatir? Nararir uk u yorir. Utarawi ir, kupkitir sanir naur kurk pan. Kop awuka inir, u afawafi ithaturo turo uk. Kop awuka.
I'm glad you came. I have a little proposal for you, kid. I'm sure you've met Pretty Lily in your time here.
Yawar ir, wo swair susunino.
Here's the deal. I like you. The way you dealt with Kana showed me that you have the will to do what it takes to win. I know a way you and I can both win in this upcoming fight. A deal between two people who know how this place really works. You know people place bets on the arena fights all the time, right? Things used to go through Lucky Cho. With him dead, the smaller fish are trying to make the big play. Everyone knows the match between us is coming up. You're good, but the odds say I'm better. This is our chance, while everything's in chaos. I want to place a bet on you, big enough that I'll be able to get out of this place whenever I want. If I'm going to lose my title, I deserve that at least. After what you did to Kana, that arrogant bitch, I can't think of anyone I'd rather take my place. The silver champion has to be hard to stay there. You do me a favor, and I'll cut you in for 25% of what Lily wins when she places the bet for us. During the fight, I take a dive, and we both end the day happy and rich. Kana was gunning for silver when you took her out. Ended her smug little unbeaten streak, didn't you? You're going to win, and Kui gives you shiny coins when you win. I'm going to lose. This keeps things even. I'm not open to negotiation on this. That's a fair number. I want you to find General Stone Cow. He's here in the city somewhere. When you find him, challenge him to a duel to the death. The old fool's too proud to decline, even though his skills have over the years.
In a choice between the Iron Soldier and the Stone General, I take on the entire battalion.
I hear word that he's dead before our match, and I take the dive. It's that simple. He's the one who had me thrown out of the Imperial Army. I'm glad he did now, but he still deserves to pay for the indignity. I don't want to talk about it, and it doesn't matter. No, it's not. When I hear that General Stone Cow has breathed his last, then it will be a deal. When you've dealt with that old tiger, you come back, talk to me, and I'll give Kui the go-ahead to set up our fight. It's that easy.
Don't worry, Song Tao. I'm doing everything I can to prove you're innocent. Good day, miss. Are you the new investigator I sent for? No, I can tell from your attire that you're not from the ministry. Oh, this is terrible. Everyone I send for disappears. There are powers at work here that are beyond my means to control. I'm sorry, I'm not being very clear. Lately, I've just been so frustrated. I am Prefect Jitang. It is my duty to ensure that convicted criminals in the city are sentenced appropriately. But there are complications with my current trial. I have in my custody a suspected slave trader, Chandler Ling, but one of the high-ranking ministers is trying to get him released, and he wants me to convict another man. The man they want to accuse, Scholar Sun Tao, is a friend of mine, and I'm certain of his innocence. I need you to find proof so I can present it to the Minister of Justice. So, you'll help me? That's wonderful. All I need, really, is proof. Proof that Ling is indeed involved with the slave traders. If I can't prove Ling's guilt, I'll be forced to sentence Song Tao to death. But every time I ask someone to discover the truth, they disappear or turn up dead. Our best lead is Zibao, the last person known to have spoken with Ling before his arrest. But Bao knows me and my men. He won't talk to us. I've known Scholar Song Tao for several years. His uncle and my father were good friends. I only wish I knew why the governor wants him accused of this crime. If you want to know more about Song Tao, you should speak with him yourself. Chandler Ling is a well-respected businessman and merchant here in the city. Until recently, I had no reason to suspect him of any wrongdoing. When I investigated Ling's shop, I found a valuable knife that I had purposely entrusted to one of my men, a man who has since disappeared. Chandler Ling had a knife belonging to a man whose body couldn't be found. That was all the evidence I required. I have no idea. The two men were seen together before we arrested Ling, but I have no other information about Zibao. He spends most of his time in the heart of the Empire Tavern, and he doesn't seem to have dealings with anyone else besides Chandler Ling. I know if I went to speak with him, I would get nowhere, but you could speak to him without raising suspicion. I wish there was something concrete I could tell you. They're like a whisper on the wind or a shifting shadow. You think you see something, and then there's nothing. Whoever is behind the slavers must have a great deal of power. To remain that invisible is a hard thing to do. Good. Look for him in the heart of the Empire Tavern. It's upstairs at the Imperial Arena. Don't scare him away. If we lose him, we lose our last connection to Ling.
Guilty or innocent, who cares? Hang 'em all, and we'll drink to their deaths. What? Not now.
Hello again. Suit yourself.
I don't know why you're wasting your time. I'm obviously innocent, and yet you still want to risk yourself needlessly. I'm no fool. Those men haven't returned, and I can assure you it isn't because they've decided to take a holiday. Chasing after criminals is dangerous work. Obviously, there are risks involved. Why would you risk yourself when even the local minister seems content with the scholar's arrest? In a given day, I meet with several buyers and probably twice as many sellers. There are always more sellers than buyers. My job is to determine whether something is worth buying, not whether the seller is worth buying from. If I see a bargain, I don't care who the seller is. Suffice to say, those items could be from any number of sellers. I don't recall who sold them to me, but that certainly doesn't make me guilty of slave trading. What's to tell? I'm a merchant and quite a good one. My clients are usually very happy with my goods. You likely haven't heard of me simply because I have a very elite clientele. The average person on the street cannot afford the items I sell. Other than my occupation, I suspect we are very much the same, you and I, though I happen to be a little more restricted than you at the moment. Doing? I wasn't doing anything more than I usually do in a day's work. I was selling my wares to a few of my preferred clients. Prefect Jitong was one of them. The next thing I know, guards confiscate my goods and tell me I'm suspected of slave trading. It was likely the most ludicrous thing I've ever been told. Of course, the prefect claims that some of my items belong to his missing men, but that doesn't mean I took the items from their lifeless bodies. Of course, do what you need to. If you discover anything, it will only prove my innocence further. Good luck.
So you think you can free me? Prefect Jitong has sent many good men to their deaths trying to free me. I hope you won't get into similar trouble. Well, that's what Jitong fears. I have no reason to doubt him. Besides, why else would the men not return and their belongings suddenly appear on the market?
Pure coincidence. It's not proof, it's purely circumstantial. Anyone will tell you that.
At any rate, it seems likely that's what has happened to the men. I feel terrible for them, but I have my own problems to deal with, as you can see. I don't know. I was just down in the poor quarters helping a family with some repairs on their hut. I was leaving their house when the guards came for me. They told me I was suspected of abducting people from the poor quarters. I told them it was ridiculous, that I only wanted to help the poor, but they didn't listen. I admit I spend time in the poor quarters, but I don't try to hide it. I'm there several times a week, in fact, usually in plain sight of everyone. I understand. If there's anything that might help you find the slave traders, I will gladly tell you. Please, don't give up until you've found them.
I have nothing more to say to you. Good day.
Woufna aknair yakowa krui ni rui kuperfita.
Please, Purveyor, don't send me in there. I'm scared those things will see me before I can get into the cave. Please, don't make me do it.
Quernurk apayir. Quanurk kakanir. Ni usota. Mo wowiri ka titarir kone of atarir.
No! I will go. Please don't hurt my mother. I'll get the artifact for you. I promise.
Siyir sukut af knewo kup kipsitir sunurk. Only cowards threaten children.
Who do you want? You're working for Purveyor Shuji, aren't you? Please don't tell him I haven't gone yet. I'm going now, even though it will probably get me killed. I'm sorry. I'm just a little upset. I'm Jinlin. Is there something you want? Thanks, but I need to find a way to kill spirits. Purveyor Shuji wants me to fetch an artifact from an emperor's tomb in the necropolis, but it's filled with ghosts. The Purveyors... He threatened to sell my mom to slave traders if I don't get this artifact. I don't know what to do. I can't fight ghosts. But he has my mother, and I don't know where he's taken her. If you kill him, we might never find my mother. Really? It would be very dangerous, and I don't have anything to give you in return. Are you sure you want to do this? I see. Well, thank you just the same. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't offered. The tomb is over in the necropolis. The door is locked, but I can sneak inside and open it. I just have to be careful not to alert the ghosts. If you really think you can get rid of the ghosts, I'll head over to the tomb and wait for you there. Great! I'll wait by the steps of the Emperor's tomb. I'm sure you'll find it easily enough. See you soon, I hope.
Good day to you, citizen. General Stonecow, retired, that is, at your service. I was wondering when we'd come to the point. You're up to face Iron Soldier next, aren't you? He's tried this little trick before. I accept your challenge, and I will even educate you as to why, just as I did for the two lads who previously stood where you are now. One of them went on to greater things. The other, well, I hope he found peace in the water as I do. I'm sure Soldier told you he was dishonorably discharged, and he blames me for that. I am to blame, so that's fair. He forgets that without my intervention, he would have been beheaded on the spot. I wouldn't have stepped in had I known it would condemn him to a life of bitter rage. Iron Soldier, a brass youth under my command at the time, struck a Lotus assassin in the face. He disagreed with orders to slaughter a small northern village. Its citizens were unjustly accused of harboring criminals who were plotting to murder the Emperor. The assassin demanded Soldier's head, and I refused. What Soldier did was wrong. Why he did it was not. General Stonecow pleads for nothing. If you are my end, I meet you as an honorable opponent. Things have grown worse with the Imperial Army. The Lotus assassins control everything now. I was the last to oppose them, and I am lucky to be retired instead of dead. Perhaps you will achieve their ends for them, or perhaps not. Either way, my tale is done, and this blade, a retirement gift, demands some attention. Do you stand ready? I have no family left, Kerr. They were in the village that Soldier tried to save. They burned under the assassin's orders. A soldier does what he must. So be it. Let all know that I freely accepted this fight, and that on my honor, there will be no repercussions. Do your best. You'll need it.
Longsword. Tempest. Breathing time. This is it.
What do you want? Do I know you?
Always a...
You'd better have the muscle to back that up, or you'll be lying in your own blood soon enough. I'm a little busy right now. I've got a bowl of wine that needs drinking, so why don't you just find someone else to bother? Who? I don't know anybody by that name, and I don't know anything about slave traders. Leave me alone. I have nothing to say to you, so why don't you just keep moving? Look, you don't have to get that way. These guys are ruthless. I'm just looking out for myself. I hope they decide to kill you instead of me. Come on. I'll take you there now, but I can't promise you'll get a warm reception.
Zibao, what is the meaning of this
Summoning me to this place was bad enough. You know I can't stand the stench of these beasts. I've already dealt with the last shipment of slaves, and with that damned prefect poking into our affairs, we have to be extra cautious. Now, there's an unknown quantity in this little meeting. Just who are you? In the slave market, are you? Funny how I find that a bit suspicious, especially given that we've had run-ins with several of Prefect Jitong's investigators. Zibao was a fool to bring anyone here. We can't afford anyone nosing into our affairs right now, and you've heard too much. Get her, boys, but don't kill her. We'll get quite a bit of silver for this one.
Leaping tide. Leaping tide.
This has gone far enough. You're far better than the last dog who dared cross us. Maybe I was hasty in my decision to attack you. I have an eye for raw talent. That helps when picking slaves, but it comes in handy in sizing up potential allies. Who are you, and why are you here? You're clearly too skilled to be one of the fools hired by Prefect Jitong, so what business or grudge do you have with us? An intriguing offer, but I can tell at a glance you aren't the kind of person who'd be content to hang around here for too long. However, no doubt you're here about a certain merchant who's managed to get himself caught. I tried to deal with that problem by purchasing the aid of a high-ranking minister. Perhaps I can find a price that's right for you to also turn a blind eye to our little situation here. Our little enterprise gives us deep pockets. If you promise to forget all about this and implicate that scholar so Ling goes free, I'll make sure you're well paid. Of course, we'll have to make some changes around here. This trial has raised too much suspicion, but you'll still need to keep quiet about it. When you free Ling, I'm sure he'll pay you and be more than happy to show you his considerable inventory of goods. Some of the best in the Empire, I hear. Good to see you're as reasonable as you are skilled at fighting. As to Song Tao, I've already taken care of it. I have documents that confirm the existence of the slave traders and our actions. I've made sure that Song Tao's signature appears regularly throughout. Of course, the information is accurate, if somewhat out of date. With these documents, the prefect will have no choice but to convict the scholar and free Ling. Go now. Give the prefect these documents. I'll clean up here. Ling will see to your payment. Go, and remember, do not tell anyone what you know.
I know why you're here. I've got friends out there, and I know all about cows, so stop fretting. Kui's been informed that I will face you now.
I want to hear that. I rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the outcriers shouting themselves hoarse. I hear many nobles will even be in attendance. It's rare that the Silver Division rests balanced against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. What really catches the crowd, though, is the story of Tiger Lifts the Mountain. They come to see the noble warrior who strides up the rankings like the heroes of legend. Will you face Soldier now? The Silver Division Championship awaits you. Excellent.
The veteran Iron Soldier prepares to face Tiger Lifts the Mountain.
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. Be proud. From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance against the Ravager. Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. I can promise you that. Surely this was enough. I know the crowd loved that show, but there's no way I can offer you extra just because of that. All your fights are impressive. I know you feel like a rising star, but your rewards are fixed. You'll find that the Gold Division battles sate your purse's hunger. Soldier seems desperate to speak with you.
Get over here, Silver Champion. We have something to discuss. The crowds won't forget that anytime soon. The Silver Division is yours now. Treat it well. You earned it. Eliminating the General couldn't have been easy. He was getting on in years, but was never an easy opponent. And here, take this. Lily collected for us. I'm sure you'll be happy with the sum. I'm ready to leave whenever I get bored. Still a mouth on you. I like that. You're gonna do fine. I'm gonna hang around this place a while longer. Call me curious to see what else you can stir out of this midden. The Serpent's going to be upset at this change. I'm sure things are gonna get very interesting around here.
Your victories are impossible for the other fighters to ignore. You are a master of the arena, the ground where executioners are born. Perhaps you have potential that you are not even aware of. There may be a role in the executioners for you after all. Why have you chosen to come here when you have already earned the favor of the Inquisitor? Do you wish the blessing of someone less corrupted? That is a strong position to take, and one that we respect. You will have to remember, however, that if we accept you, you will be a mere recruit. If you survive, you will join an order unlike any other. We enforce the will of Death's Hand and the Emperor. We guard the treasures of the Empire. This will be your responsibility. Can you look on silver coins, golden tablets, or prophesized artifacts and think only of duty? waste no more time. You are adequate, and I will allow you to begin training. Proceed to our fortress. It lies at the far side of the burial ground that is the necropolis, which you may reach through the rich section of the city. Present this token so that they will know you. I expect great things of you. Not many of our recruits possess both the skills to become executioners and the personality to attract such a loyal band of followers. Spoken like a true Lotus assassin. I am well aware of those who come with you, their strengths and their weaknesses. You inspire loyalty in most of those who follow you. That will serve you well. Good. Use them and discard them if they become weak. That is the way. If you survive your training and remain in control of your senses, perhaps you will serve at my side one day.
I never enjoy controlling my senses. They catch a lot of things I'd miss. Whatever. We'd better tell the others we made some progress.
Ah, be gone. The Brother Sung will waste no words on a boorish competitor.
What do you need from me? Magical.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
What do you...
What? Too much talking and thinking can be dangerous, I should know. I remember one cold winter I took a job clearing rats from a local monastery. I was supposed to make sure the pests stayed out of the sacred pools, but hunting rats one at a time is boring work. So I had an idea, a way to catch them all at once. I convinced the monks to give me some of their sacred wine, and I filled the sacred pools. I figured if I could get the rats drunk, they'd be so much easier to catch. Nothing happened at first, so I helped myself to the wine. I passed out before the rats came. In the middle of the night, I was woken up by screaming monks and fiery explosions. It was just the rats. The poor furry buggers were just trying to get warm near the monks' fires after their swim in the wine. Not a good combination. The monks wanted me gone. I might have deserved the blame, but the abbot insisted it was a sign from the gods and closed the monastery. See what happens when you think too much? Whatever. What? Tried that once. It didn't work out. Prefect Mu Hong pledged his daughter Mi Shan to me after I cleared his district of bandits. She wasn't ugly, so I agreed. The night of the wedding feast, I got more than a little drunk, and in the morning I woke up in the prefect's bed, next to the prefect's wife. I got up and went into my bride's room, and there was a strange man in her bed. I killed the bastard and was about to kill her when Mi Shan came into the room yelling. Apparently, I had just killed her sister's husband and was about to kill her sister. I tried to tell her it was an honest mistake, but she wouldn't hear it. The brother-in-law's family was pissed, and so was the prefect when he found out about his wife. They tried to subdue me so they could send me to prison. I killed them all swiftly. None of them suffered. Still, Mishan wouldn't leave with me. She kept crying and complaining about her family. Family life just isn't for me. Whatever. What? I'm a fighter, not a damn history book. No more stories. You've got my fists and my axes. That's enough. Let's find someone to kill. What? This is going to be fun. Those Lotus assassins won't know what hit them. This might just be the most exciting day of my life. You know, battles like this don't come along every day. We could very well die in there, cut up into small pieces, trying to fight off hundreds of enemies. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Come on, let's go to the fortress and have some fun. Whatever.